Welcome to Decider. Asia, the largest and most populous continent on Earth, has long been a cradle of ancient civilizations, diverse cultures, and major world religions. Among them, Islam stands out as one of the fastest-growing faiths across the region. Driven by natural population growth, migration, and conversions, Islam continues to shape the spiritual and cultural landscape of Asia in profound ways. In today's video, we'll take you on a fascinating journey through the top 10 Asian countries where Islam is spreading rapidly. If you're passionate about exploring the intersection of religion, culture, and global trends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insightful videos from Decider. 1. Indonesia. Indonesia holds the title of the world's most populous Muslim-majority country, with over 231 million Muslims making up around 86% of its population. Islam is deeply woven into the nation's cultural and national identity. The Muslim population continues to grow at a steady rate of approximately 1.3% annually, fueled by high fertility rates and a predominantly young demographic. This growth is not just in numbers. Islam's influence is clearly visible in daily life, from political policies to vibrant cultural festivals. Islamic organizations also play a significant role in community development, helping to strengthen the religion's presence across the country. While conversion efforts are relatively modest, they often target followers of indigenous beliefs, contributing to the steady rise of Islam in Indonesia. 2. Pakistan. As the second-largest Muslim-majority country, Pakistan has an overwhelmingly Muslim population, with approximately 96.5% of its citizens identifying as followers of Islam. With a population growth rate of around 2%, the Muslim population increases by nearly 3.8 million people each year. Islam is deeply embedded in Pakistan's social, cultural, and legal structures. The widespread presence of religious schools and institutions, combined with rapid urbanization and internal migration, has further reinforced Islamic values across the nation. In regions with diverse ethnic and tribal communities, conversions to Islam have been observed, often influenced by Islamic organizations offering education, healthcare, and social support in remote and underserved areas. 3. Bangladesh. With a Muslim population of around 91%, Bangladesh is another Asian nation where Islam continues to grow steadily. The Muslim population increases by approximately 1.2% each year, driven by high birth rates and a young median age that supports ongoing demographic expansion. Islam remains deeply woven into the social and cultural fabric of the country, influencing laws, traditions, and daily life. Conversions, though less widespread, also contribute, especially in tribal and rural regions, where Islamic missionaries and organizations offer education, healthcare, and essential resources. This outreach strengthens the bond between these communities and Islam, playing a role in the religion's continued expansion. 4th, India. Though a secular nation, India is home to the third-largest Muslim population in the world, with over 200 million Muslims, making up around 15% of the country's total population. Despite being a minority, Islam in India is growing at an annual rate of 1.9%, which surpasses the national population growth rate. This rise is largely driven by higher fertility rates among Muslims and conversions, especially among lower-caste Hindus who turn to Islam in search of social equality and dignity. In states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal, Muslim communities are expanding rapidly. This growth is supported by a strong infrastructure of mosques and madrasas, which provide both spiritual guidance and educational services to local populations. 5. Malaysia. In Malaysia, Islam is the official religion and a central pillar of the nation's identity. Around 63% of the population is Muslim, and the faith continues to grow at a rate of approximately 1.7% annually. This growth is primarily driven by high birth rates within the Malay ethnic majority, which is predominantly Muslim. The Malaysian government also plays a key role, actively promoting Islamic values through education policies and national initiatives that help keep the younger generation connected to their religious roots. While conversions contribute less significantly to overall growth, some do occur, particularly among indigenous and Chinese communities who seek spiritual or cultural alignment with the Muslim majority. 6. Iran. In Iran, Islam, primarily of the Shia branch, makes up an overwhelming 99.4% of the population. With an annual growth rate of around 1.1%, the religion continues to play a dominant role in both the cultural and political life of the nation. The 1979 Islamic Revolution firmly established Islam as the ideological foundation of the state, embedding it deeply into every aspect of society, from governance and law to education and daily life. Although birth rates have declined compared to previous decades, Islam's influence is actively maintained and even expanded through regional and international outreach programs. 7. Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, Islam is more than a religion, it's a way of life. With a population that is nearly 100% Muslim, Afghanistan also has one of the youngest populations globally, which contributes to a high annual growth rate of 2.3%. Despite facing decades of conflict and instability, Islam remains a powerful unifying force across the country's many ethnic groups. Religious leaders play a key role in maintaining community cohesion, ensuring that Islamic values and traditions are preserved and passed on to the next generation. 8. Turkey. Straddling both Asia and Europe, Turkey has a Muslim population exceeding 99%. The Muslim population grows at an annual rate of about 1.2%, fueled by high fertility rates and migration from neighboring countries. In recent years, Turkey has witnessed a revival of Islamic practices and traditions, particularly among the younger generation. This resurgence has been supported by government-backed religious education and community programs, which have helped strengthen Islam's presence in everyday life. 9. Uzbekistan. In Central Asia, Uzbekistan has experienced a significant resurgence of Islam following the collapse of the Soviet Union. Approximately 94% of its population identifies as Muslim, with an annual growth rate of 1.6%. The government's more relaxed stance on religious practices in recent years has allowed Islamic institutions to flourish. This revival is especially evident among the youth, who are rediscovering their Islamic heritage through education and community engagement. As younger generations reconnect with their faith, Islam continues to shape the cultural and social landscape of Uzbekistan. 10. Philippines. While the Philippines is predominantly Catholic, it has a growing Muslim minority, primarily concentrated in the southern region of Mindanao. Islam, introduced to the archipelago in the 14th century, has been gaining momentum with an annual growth rate of 1.9%. This growth is mainly driven by high birth rates within the Muslim population, as well as conversion efforts by Islamic groups, the government's recognition of Islamic holidays, and the establishment of Islamic schools have further supported the faith's expansion across the country. Asia's diverse and dynamic landscape continues to provide fertile ground for the growth of Islam, whether through natural population increases, conversions, or the revival of religious traditions. The influence of Islam continues to expand across Asia. What are your thoughts on this trend? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more engaging content from Decider. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.